Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be doing a green halo eye look for you guys today on my model Marca. If you like this video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. I'm just going to jump right into the video. So right now I'm filling in her eyebrows with a brown eyebrow pencil, and this is the Velux brow pencil in the shade Velvet Stone. This is from MAC. So I'm just filling in any sparse areas because she is going on vacation in 2 weeks. So she's growing out her brows, so I'm just going according to how the brow shape is right now. I'm just gently brushing the color through because you don't want it to look so harsh. And I'm also going to be cleaning it up with some concealer. This is the NW35 concealer from MAC. This is just so that the brows look very neat and gives the illusion that they just got done. I'm also going to be putting the concealer on her eyelid as well because this will act as a base later on when I do her eyeshadow. And then I always like to set the concealer on the eyelid and the brows with the translucent setting powder, and this is the Laura Mercier powder. And then going in with her eyes, I'm using the shade Roxanne. This is from the Jaclyn Hill 2 palette. I love this palette so much. And this is just a nice warm brown. The next shade I'm using is called Jada. It's like kind of a teal turquoise kind of color, but mixed in with that Roxanne shade, it gets a little darker. What I'm going to be using to do the halo is going to be the shade Enchanted. This is like a nice dark forest green shade, and I'll be placing this down on the outer corners and inner corner as well, and also I'm going to be putting it down in the crease. So whenever I'm doing a halo eye, I like to put the color down first and go in with a blending brush just to buff out the edges so there's no harsh lines or anything. And the brush that I'm using is the 217 from MAC. I love this brush because it keeps this shadow in place and doesn't buff it out too much, but just enough where it doesn't look so harsh. And then just so everything is very soft and very seamless and blended, I'm going in with the 224 from MAC. This is a fluffier blending brush, so it will buff everything out so it would look very airbrushed. So the shade I'm placing down right now is called Diva. This is like a metallic dark green. And I didn't really like how it looked on the first eye, so I sprayed my brush with some Fix Plus for the second eye, and I loved how metallic and bright it looked. So I did that to the first eye again. And then I wanted it to look a little bit more smoky, so I went in with the black shade from the Jaclyn Hill palette. I think it's called a Base or a Base. I'm not too sure, but I'll put the name of it in the description box. And I'm just putting that on the outer corners and the very inner corner, going back in with my 217 and blending that out. So I'm just going in with BALCKSTRACK from MAC, and I'm just going to line her eyelids. And then next, going back in with Enchanted, I'm just running that on her lower lash line. So right now I'm just applying some primer to her face. This is the Natural Radiance Primer from MAC. And this will have the skin looking glowy and the makeup will look very smooth and even. The foundation I'm using is the PROLONG Waterproof Foundation in NC45. And yes, this foundation does look a teeny bit light right now, but it does dry down darker, so don't worry. But the camera shut off and we didn't realize, so you guys didn't get to see how I blended out the foundation. So the concealer I'm using is the NW35 Pro Longwear Concealer from MAC. I love this concealer because it's easy to blend, it's full coverage, it's very flawless under the eyes and easy to blend. And the sponge I'm using is a beauty blender, but yes, I did cut it in half because it ripped down the center, so I just cut it in half so I could continue using it. So I'm just setting the highlighted areas with some translucent powder. This is the Laura Mercier setting powder, and I love this powder so much because it just blends right into the skin. And to buff that away, I'm using some Mineralized Skin Finish from MAC. This is in the shade Medium Tan. And the Mineralized Skin Finish is such a nice powder because it has the skin looking velvety, but it's not heavy at all. It's very sheer actually and very skin-like. And then the powder I'm using to contour it is a Studio Fix powder from MAC in the shade NW50. Going in with RAIZIN blush from MAC. This is a beautiful neutral blush that I'm just using to warm up the cheeks. And then going back in with that Studio Fix powder just to contour her nose. So the highlighter I'm applying today is called Oh Darling. This is also from MAC. It's a nice like champagne-y golden highlight. I love, love, love this highlighter, and I love applying highlighters with this 224 brush as well. So I'm just putting that on the tip of her nose and the bridge of her nose. And I went ahead and applied lashes. These are DEMI Wispies from Ardell. I just stacked two of them together, and now I'm applying mascara on her lower lashes. And then to finish off the look, I'm lining Marca's lips with CORK liner. This is such a nice lip liner. It's not too dark, not too light. It's like the perfect brown. And then I'm just applying a lip gloss instead of a lipstick. This is the Cookie and Butter. Is it Cookie Butter? I think it's called Cookie Butter from NYX. It's the Intense Butter Gloss. This lip gloss is like so amazing. It has good color payoff. It's shiny. It stays in place. Yeah, I love these lip glosses from NYX. So this is the finished look, guys. If you love this look, please subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Bye.